Okay. Cheers to video number 4. Welcome back to our channel. We're super excited.
So today what we're going to do is we're going to go through some real Reddit dilemmas. People who are basically seeking advice from the community.
Yeah, and we're here to help.
Do you really need to go on the internet and ask someone for help? Surely like there's like a level of common sense.
For real.
Okay, so hear this. She's 32. My boyfriend, who's 35, doesn't shower or take pride in his appearance. How do I help him? So just off the bat.
See, firstly, I know it can be quite sensitive to tell someone they don't smell right.
Absolutely. Especially me. I hate confrontation and I don't like making people feel bad about who they are.
Me too.
No, she's actually a liar. Let me tell you why she's a liar. We knew someone. There was a certain somebody who
stank. Like
it wasn't.
It's not even like, do you know that smell that it's like a disease? Like when you smell it, it hits the back of your head. It's gone through your nose and it's now here and you're angry now. It gets you angry.
It hits your nerve.
Yeah.
Really strong.
It was disrespectful.
Disrespectful.
It was a disrespectful smell.
Intense BO.
Yeah.
And it was so bad
that
you can smell it outdoors. And she literally walked up to the person and said, in front of everybody.
No, not in front of everybody, not in front of. Was you there?
What? I was there.
Have you showered?
Yeah. And he literally, and the confidence.
No,
if someone said that to me,
yeah,
I wouldn't have anything to say. He literally looked at her and said,
he was a rude.
I just got out the shower.
I'm not usually like this, but I'm telling you, this smell was very disrespectful. Like, there's levels.
But
like,
he just came out the shower.
He didn't, that he was lying.
No, he wasn't. I saw him come out with his towel.
Would you never tell anyone they smell? But if it's really, really, really bad.
I think I would. I just don't like making people
feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. But if I love the person, I'm going to want to tell you because I'd rather I told you than other people talk about you behind your back.
Yeah, exactly.
If I care about you, I'll tell you. Let's go back to the story, right? My boyfriend showers maybe once per week, doesn't take care of his appearance, isn't very clean, and I don't know how to help.
Okay, let's pause there. Doesn't take care of his appearance. For me personally, as a guy, I think that's
I don't mind. I don't mind a guy that doesn't take care of his appearance.
Yeah, you want your man to be like a man in it. Like for me, I don't want my man to be in the shower fixing his hair for an hour. Best being dirty. Yeah, I can't. I find it really disrespectful.
So I need advice. I love my boyfriend. I really do. But there are some things preventing me from wanting to be intimate with him. We just moved in together, took the next step in our relationship, and I'm so excited, but I can't help but be completely and utterly grossed out by him. Basically, she goes on to say he cuts his hair once every couple of months, and when he does,
fine.
Yeah, it's different lengths with patches missing. He only showers once per week if I'm lucky. But on Saturday, this is where it gets really bad. Saturday, we went floating in a river and he still hasn't rinsed off. It's Tuesday as I write this. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 4 days. So he's gone swimming in the river.
I blame her.
With all that algae.
That is disgusting.
Like fish poo.
That is disgusting.
God knows what else is in the river.
I blame her.
No, wait. I honestly couldn't tell you the last time he washed his hair.
I think you both got issues here.
Wait. It gets worse. He has warts on his hands and fingers. So as a pharmacist, what happens if you leave your warts on your hands? What happens?
They just grow.
And they are getting quite large and visible. And I don't want his hands anywhere near me.
I don't blame her.
Oh, it gets worse.
I don't blame her, but I blame her. She should be verbal.
Wait, his clothes don't fit him well. Some are too tight. Some are too big. And many of them have rips, tears. Where did she find this man?
What is this?
Do you know what he sounds like he's a troll, like he lives under a fucking bridge somewhere. Is that where she picked him up?
What the hell? How are some clothes tight and some clothes baggy?
For instance, he doesn't know what size he is, so he's gone into like a top man and got a t-shirt that's like extra small. His trousers are too big for him. He just doesn't know what size he is. And he comes across as the kind of guy who's like...
this is not a guy.
Is he a troll? Where did you... No, but it's like, when you first met him, was he like this?
That's a very good
I
question.
need
Because
to
if
ask-
he was like this,
It's
then
your fault.
Yeah, it's your fault.
It's your fault.
You accepted it. He's not gonna. Why should he change? You liked it in the beginning, so he's not gonna now change.
He refuses to wear an undershirt so you can clearly see his nipples.
She doesn't like this guy.
She must. Does she hate him? Yeah, it's worse. He won't help clean around the house, leaves his dirty clothes on the floor, dirty dishes everywhere. We have a dishwasher, so you think it would be easy. He makes more than me, over 6 figures.
That's why she's with him.
Knew it!
That's
I
why
knew it!
she's with him. You know, I was gonna say something, but I didn't.
No, you should. That's it.
Because
Say
I
it with
thought
your chest.
Yeah, I should have said
Say
it with my chest. But I thought, I was thinking, there's a reason she's
There's a
accepting
reason.
this troll. She should have put that in the title.
Roll it back. Roll it
She
back.
should put that in the title. My man earns 6 figures, but you don't show up. That I would accept that.
He doesn't make 6 figures. He makes over 6 figures. So I know it's not about the money. Why are you lying? As in, like, it's not because he's poor. He can't take care of himself and buy good clothes.
That's why you're with
That's
him.
why-
That's the reason you're with him.
He is incredibly kind and he's an incredibly kind and supportive human. The main reason I fell in love with him, but I am at loss. I don't know how to talk to him about these issues and I don't know how to help him. He is 35 years old, so he's young. He makes over 6 figures. He's making good money. And
So the only problem, that he doesn't shower.
is bigger than he can't
No, I'm joking.
shower. He's got river water on his body.
It's definitely gross.
Why have you changed your tune?
Do you know why I've changed my tune? And it's not because of the money. I swear to God, it's not because of the money. But it's because I feel like...
Don't complain, because when you got with him, 100,000,000% he was like this. And the
100
reason you got with him was because he's earning over 6 figures. But funny that you mentioned that at the end and then you say, oh, it's not about the money.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you know what?
I don't know.
I don't want to read anymore and I don't really want to give you advice.
I feel like, look, if
You knew what you were getting into.
100%. You knew what you're getting into.
Yeah.
You enjoyed it. But now that you're living together, it's...
And the money's kind of worn off. So where's that money going? Because he's clearly not buying clothes. He clearly doesn't spend money on the water bill. But do you know what this tells me? This tells me, I don't know. I could be wrong. Any man on the channel can comment and let me know. He knows who's making the money in it.
Exactly.
He knows. He's like, listen, I make over 6 figures. I stink in it. I'm a toxic human being. Physically toxic. I'll walk around with fish poo on my body and I know you're going to accept it.
And people do.
Clearly, it's tough to deal with when it's in front of me every single day.
Just break up with him. Khalas. That's it.
Break up with him.
Either tell him, but if you're the thing is, she's describing him as a troll. It's not just that he doesn't
literally,
shower.
up until she said
6 figures.
over 6 figures, I was imagining a troll under the bridge.
100%.
So basically, either deal with it. We all know why you got with him. I could be wrong.
We could be wrong.
But I know she didn't get with him because of his looks. Because according to her, his hair's all over the place.
Yeah.
Like a troll.
Yeah.
He can't dress well. He stinks of toxic river water. So you're with him for one reason and one reason only. So I think we can keep it moving and move on to the next story.
Next.
Okay, my fiance was going through heartbreaking medical treatment and I betrayed her. It's been weeks since I confessed to her that I looked at porn when she was going through a really difficult...
Just in case. Why would you even confess it? Just do it and be quiet.
What kind of
going through
she's
problems.
going for enough.
She's going...
Just watch what you... Just watch... Do what you need to do.
And just...
Support her.
Man, just don't. Whatever, man. Just...
It's been weeks since I confessed to her that I looked at porn when she was going through a really difficult medical
She's probably
period.
thinking...
Before our relationship, I was addicted to and kept it in check for our relationship until one stupid night where I looked at it in the shower.
Oh, naughty.
I lied my way out the situation, but the guilt kept eating away. Where is this man? Is he real?
Is he living under a rock?
Is he under a rock? Is this the only girl he's ever been with?
Probably. Go on. Wow.
She loves me and I love her, but the trauma I caused her is real and it hurts me every day. She doesn't want to leave me, obviously, over that.
Maybe she's psycho though. He sounds scared of her.
That's the thing.
Yeah, definitely. He sounds really like locked up.
I'm
You know
locked
that
up.
one?
She won't let me out.
Yeah, oh my
She won't
God.
let me out. Okay. She doesn't want to leave me, and I am currently seeking therapy. She doesn't want to leave him, but he's going to therapy. But he said it's heartbreaking medical treatment, so it could be anything serious.
Okay, man. That's deep.
Poor guy, he's in the shower.
No, it's deep on her. Like, she needs to deal with this.
Like, just don't tell her. What are you
Yeah.
telling her? What, do you really need to go to therapy for that? I know it will take time to heal the damage I caused her, and I don't care if it takes my whole life. I love her, and I let her down.
Pause.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
I can't.
No, I'll be honest.
I can't.
I'll be honest. Do you know what's actually happened? I'll tell you what's happened. He hasn't just watched porn, he's cheated on her.
No, he hasn't.
He's so scared that he can't even type it. Bessie's thinking, if I write this, a lower level version.
I don't think he has. Doesn't sound like someone who would cheat. That's his level of... That cheating for him is that. That's cheating for him.
That's what he's saying. We can read through the lines, and I'm reading through the lines, and
I
he's
disagree.
lying.
I love her and I let her down. She is the most important thing in my life, and the fact she's staying with me and giving me a chance to improve is an opportunity I'll never throw away. What are things I can do to support her while she processes what I've done?
Keep your mouth shut.
I don't need to say everything. Am I wrong? Like, you should have some secrets.
Yeah. I mean,
Right?
Just keep it to yourself. Support her. As long as you're not like cheating on her. Or what's your advice?
P.S. Her jealousy is just as much of a problem as what you've done. Because as a woman...
Yeah, don't hush. That's what I said. He's
Locked
locked
up.
up. That's the first thing we said.
Yeah, you can't keep your man in shackles like that. This is probably Andrew Tate who wrote
Yeah.
it, okay?
You're a man designed genetically to spread your DNA. I'm not saying what you did was right, but just because you find another woman attractive doesn't mean you love her any less.
I'm not happy about that. But...
All right, so what do you think about this man? Should he feel guilty? No.
I think he should feel guilty because I know he's cheated. There's two options.
He's
He's either locked up
He's locked up.
or number two, he's actually cheated on her.
Regardless, like, she sounds like a psycho too.
100, yeah, locked up, psycho.
Yeah.
Two, you're lying. You're a liar.
I don't think he's a liar. I just think he's on lockdown. He's on lockdown, and he's the kind of guy whose own mother had him on lockdown.
Fully.
And then he literally went from a very possessive mother now to a very jealous, possessive woman.
That's all he knows.
That's all he knows. Like, for him, like, he's just done the most. And that's crazy, but are you telling me you haven't met locked up people like that before?
Yeah, I have.
Some women have got their tentacles.
People are walking around like demons. I used to call them witches. They're actually demons.
They're demons. They're so good at what they do. I really think demons could sit down and learn from them. I think demons are looking at these demon women thinking,
Really?
wow, we didn't think of that.
We didn't think of that. Oh, wow.
Demon octopus, that's what they are, because they've got their tentacles and everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Sort it out, mate, man.
Sort it out.
There's
and
levels,
things.
man.
Yeah, you don't need to tell your man everything. And you don't need to tell
Don't
your
get to my
boyfriend-
head. Imagine that.
Hi, Kashan. I done something really bad. I watched something.
I'll
in
just
the
like,
shower."
excuse me. Excuse me, please. Get a life, okay?
This is better not to
Just
actually
don't.
be honest, because it could just open up a can of worms, especially if.
If it's not worth it, if it's not relevant.
But for all the men out there who are locked up,
Yeah, we feel sorry for you.
honest to God, like, get out. Anyways, moving on. Got another story here. Next scenario, okay? So, just caught my mother betraying my dad. This is a sticky one. What should I do? I saw a very sus WhatsApp chat of her with some random guy. Should I talk to her or maybe tell my dad? I don't want to see the end of my perfect family. This is what I mean. First of all, the first red flag here is a perfect family. Is there such a thing as a perfect family?
No.
No.
Of course not.
Sometimes when things are too perfect, there's things going
That
on
means the
underneath.
man's locked up. Or the woman's locked up.
What?
Yeah, 100.
Yeah.
Someone's locked up. There's a perfect family, someone's definitely locked up.
But we need more information. Like, what's sus about this message?
No, when you know, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Actually, you don't. Sometimes you can just be paranoid. Me personally, I'm not like that. If I see something, I'll jump.
This is what someone said.
I hate to break it to you, your perfect family doesn't exist. As of now, it is all an illusion to your father. Tell your mum you know, and she has 24 hours to tell your dad all you will. You shouldn't betray your dad by keeping silent.
It's a tricky one.
It's a really, really... You know why it's tricky? Because you're now in a position where you have to take sides, and automatically you're going to take, in this scenario, you're the dad's side because your mom's done wrong. But you can't. Even when they've done wrong, you still can't. I don't know.
So in the end, after everyone told this person, you need to do this, you need to do this, this is what they finally decided to do. Maybe the best option is to not tell anyone. But I'm not sure if I'll be able to deal with the anxiety. Anyway, thanks for the advice. You just wasted everyone's time. Like, why are you asking for advice if you're not going to take it? Like, just do nothing.
This is what I hate about people.
Don't ask for advice.
Forget this scenario. I hate people, that ask for my help or want my advice. And oh my God.
Yeah. Say it with your chest.
I'll say it on my chest.
Go and say it with your
Take the advice. I give really, really good advice. And if you listen to me, then you wouldn't be in this situation right now.
To people... When they approach you for advice, I think they're approaching you
as they just
with a decision of what they're going to do regardless of your advice. So they know they're going to do X, Y, and Z. And when you tell them to do A, B, and C, they'll be like, really? And then they'll go ahead and do X, Y, and Z. But to be fair, you don't ask anyone for advice.
Actually, I've never done that.
That's the thing. I've never heard you say, Kellen, I need your advice. The thing with Kajan is she knows she's not...
But you never asked for my advice. You just do it. You're the same.
Do you know what? I'd rather that. But if I'm going to ask someone for advice,
I'll respect it.
I'll respect your advice.
And I always listen. Trust me.
That's why I don't ask people for advice. Because I know I'm not going to listen.
Yeah. That's so weird.
It's
like self-reflection.
If you're the type of person who's always asking for advice, don't ask for advice.
Don't waste people's time.
Unless you really want the advice.
Also, know who you're asking. That's a good one. Because sometimes you ask demons and you don't know. There's a lot of demon advice
octopus demons out there, demonic octopuses.
So you got to be careful. If you want advice, if you want help and support, go to the right person or don't go to anyone.
Know who you're asking advice of or from.
From.
I can't speak English. I think this is a good one.
Read the title.
A teacher I thought of as an adult offered me alcohol and talked behind my back. This is another demon.
This is a teacher.
This is a teacher. I
can relate to this. I can relate to this.
18, was 14 when I started high school. I chose to go to a technical high school where I could learn a trade and ended up going with early childhood education. After a year of being in my new shop, trade class, I bonded with one of my shop teachers, a 40-year-old preschool worker. I have always felt more comfortable talking to adults anyway because of being bullied in the past. Do you know what?
That's so deep, man.
Yeah. These type of demonic octopuses, they're very good at spotting vulnerability in people. Targeting people. They will never target people who are confident in their own skin. It's always someone who's insecure or vulnerable. I felt very comfortable with her and would often help her. I felt very comfortable with her and would often help her after school with the kids at the school daycare. Almost everyone loved this teacher. The issue is she picked favorites. And not only that, her favorites would change by the day. And she's another demon. She would always tell me how I was her favorite, and then I would hear her talking behind my back and saying things implying that...
Grow up!
This 4-year-old, like, don't you have a life at home?
Oh my God.
Pause, because I want to say something about teachers. No disrespect to the teachers out there. I used to teach as well. But I feel like bond with your students, but you... like, don't get involved in this mess.
Have a life.
Have a life.
Not even that. This is really weird. Only when I grew up and when I looked back at situations I was in when I was in high school and with teachers.
Yeah.
At this age, I'm like...
that's not normal. That conversation wasn't normal.
That conversation wasn't normal.
You telling me to, do that in PE wasn't normal.
No.
And think back to high school, even primary school. It wasn't usually me. It was the way a teacher would interact with one of their favorites.
Like, I was in a situation in high school as well. It was year 11. He actually ended up stalking me. Like,
You didn't tell me that?
Yeah, really badly.
So why didn't you tell me?
I think I probably did.
No, because I would have done something.
He actually started stalking me.
What's his name?
I don't even know. But he was such a loser. He became a psycho. He would always wait for me. It got really out of hand with this guy.
What did he teach?
He was like a drama teacher assistant.
Say no more. Like, you never told me this.
I'm sure I did, but you
100% you didn't. Because every time you told me you had problems in high school, I always turned up. I even got banned from your high school.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Do you think you're a princess or something?
I've had that from teachers
yeah.
before. When I was teaching myself, I was very careful.
Yeah, you've got to be, because you're a role model, right?
Very careful.
Yeah.
Because you don't want anything getting misinterpreted. And, you know, those parents have, you know, sent their kids to you. Those kids are in your care. I don't care if they're 14, but they really look 18. It don't matter. They're still kids.
They're kids, man.
They're kids. Okay, so back to this 40-year-old teacher, yeah? She would always tell me how I was her favorite, and then I would hear her talking behind my back and saying things implying that I didn't work hard enough, which hurt because, number one, I did most of the lesson plans, and number two, I was always sweeping, washing, disinfecting furniture, and always taking care of the kids, while the other people in the shop would not help and hang out together in the back room vaping and eating Takis. And our 14-year-old's vaping as well now. Anyways, so basically, this student is the Cinderella of the class.
Why is she sweeping? What is this?
I decided to let it roll off my back because she said these type of things, if not worse, about everyone else in the shop. I know I should have seen this as a red flag. Where's the red flag?
Where's the red flag?
1 second. Yeah, I'm getting confused now. I feel like I've blown this. What's actually happening? Where's the problem here?
This teacher has favorite students.
Is that?
Do you know? No. What is she doing that's wrong?
Why are you sweeping?
What? I should have seen this as a red flag, because what kind of teacher would call her students bitches behind their backs?
What a loser.
Oh, I've got a stitch, but I was naive and didn't know any different. She would say nasty things like that about other classmates in my shop. And over COVID, when we weren't at school and had time to reflect, I thought, if she's saying those things about other students, what is she saying about me?
This girl, poor girl, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't have friends.
I mean, she loves her teacher, but her teacher's not giving her. I feel like the story just went back. She's the issue. What the hell? That 14-year-old is a psycho. She's got problems, mate.
Oh, it gets worse. I kind of distanced myself when we went back to school. Why is your face so close to mine? Huh? Ooh. Okay, wait.
Where's the red flag?
Take this seriously. This is a real problem.
This is a problem for
This is a 14-year-old asking for advice, okay? It's just when I turn around, I don't want to see your face there. You said, why is she sleeping? I know I should have seen this as a red flag. I kind of distanced myself when we went back to school. A friend of mine said this teacher was always picking on her and would do things like invalidate her feelings and give her bad grades on things that were actually pretty good work. It was upsetting, but I really wanted to believe she was a good person.
It's funny. We start talking about our actual problems with teachers. She's just a teacher, man.
She's just a
doing her
teacher.
9 to 5.
She can't be bothered, all right?
Yeah, she just wants to go home.
She wants to go home, man. Leave her alone. Do you know,
Yeah.
I take everything I said back.
Yeah.
I take it all back, all right?
Yeah.
This teacher can't be bothered, all right?
Can't be bothered, man. What is this?
She doesn't even...
She's got those loser students.
She's got...
If I was a teacher and I had students like that, I would
I'm
be
not
like,
just to go home. Go home, man.
Don't even look at me.
Don't even look at me. This is so bad. Like, we should be giving these people advice. It was upsetting, but I really wanted to believe she was a good person.
Get alive.
Sorry, I had to go take my makeup off because clearly I can't be trusted with makeup on my face. She thought the teacher really cared about her, but didn't.
I just think this girl needs to focus on her GCSEs.
Someone said, I think a lot of this pain comes from you being young, not as many life experiences as someone older. The best thing I can tell you is that this will not be the last time someone lets you down.
Exactly.
Betrays you, etc. So just be cautious and trust very few with anything of value. That just encapsulates everything that I thought, but they've said it in a better way. I just laughed. When you're young...
Just come on, man.
I've never really cared.
I can't relate because that's, yeah. My story was the other way around.
That's about it, really. So thank you very much. And yeah, I need to go fix my makeup. And
we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Please subscribe and like and comment and share. And bye.